Hello all you lovely people. I know it's been a very long time since my last video, and I'm not even going to get into that, like where I was and what I was doing. I just wasn't feeling inspired enough, but now I have a lot of content that I do want to share, and today I'm talking about a particular product that I recently came across and I was very excited about, so I thought I must do a review immediately. So as you can see, the surroundings have changed. I'm not in my old room anymore because I'm actually moving into a new house, but while that house is being renovated, I am staying in my childhood home, and yeah, so it's a little different compared to my old bedroom, but it's okay. I'm very excited about the new house though. I can't wait actually to do like a room tour when that's done. So yeah, looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I am reviewing this amazing makeup product that I recently bought, Cha Cha Tint from Benefit. So if you follow me on social media, you would already know that I really swear by Benefit when it comes to eyebrow products and eyelash like mascaras. I've also started using their primer, and now this new product, while I was at Sephora picking up a few products, the Benefit counter, I saw this, and over there I was explained that this works in two ways. It's a cheek and lip stain, and actually I tried two shades there. One was this mango stain and the other one was a rose color. So I personally liked the mango more because I really like the coral shade on my skin. I think on Indian skin tones it looks nice, so it gives you that more sun-kissed summer vibe. So yeah, I picked up one of these, and I didn't realize that this product is extremely pigmented. So the first time I used it, I did have a little bit of a mishap, but now I'm quite used to it, so I'm quite liking the result that I'm seeing. And the best part is you can go for a more natural finish with it, or you can add more strokes and make it more pigmented, and it works on both your cheeks and your lips. So I think it's really good as a regular day-to-day product. Also, it is a tiny bottle. It's like a 10 ml bottle, and it's got like a nail polished brush style applicator, which I do personally love, but I'll get into that later. So this costs about 2,910 rupees. I know it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but actually this is so pigmented that in one application you end up using so little that it can last you about 6 months to a year. And I think that's great value for money, because anyway we invest so much in blush-ons and on lipsticks and lip glosses, so this covers both and gives you that long-term application. So I'm going to show you a demo. I've actually already worn it on my lips and my cheeks, so I'm just going to show you a demo of how I did it. I had done the rest of my face makeup, and then I went ahead and tried this on for you guys, so keep watching. So I took some of the product on my fingertips and then blended it into my cheeks, as you can see. You can of course build up on the color by adding more strokes. I did not want to apply the strokes directly to my cheeks because the product dries up very quickly. That's why I was applying it to my fingers instead and then blending it into my face. You can always enhance the color by adding on a powder blush on top, like I did with this Maybelline blush. What this does is it makes the color look a little more prominent, and also makes sure it stays on longer. The second way to use this product is on your lips. So I'm going to start off with the lip balm. Firstly, applying lip balm is important so that your lips become smooth and soft, and the application of the product becomes easier. So you take the product and you start applying a few strokes on your lips like I'm doing, and just quickly blend it in. You can of course build up on this too as much as you want, how much ever color you want to show. I've added on my Victoria's Secret lip gloss on top of this just to make it look a little more glossy and fun. And there you have it. Unfortunately, this does stain your fingers, and this will only come off with makeup remover. Anyway, moving on. So before we talk about the advantages and disadvantages, I'm just going to read out the description on the box, which says the juiciest flush you can get from a bottle. Our long-wearing mango-tinted lip and cheek stain smooths on a whisper of warm tropical sunset hue. To use, apply 3 strokes lightly on the apple of your cheek and blend quickly with your fingertips. Repeat on the other side. Dab on lips and blend. For an extra splash of color, repeat. So let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages. Coming to the advantages, firstly, I really like the kind of color this product adds to my cheeks and to my lips. More to my cheeks. On the lips, I think it's not that visible unless you apply like a lot, and I think I prefer adding on a coat of lip gloss to just sort of amp up the shade, as you saw in the demonstration. So yeah, even for the cheeks, if you want to kind of add on to the color, you can apply this product first and then over it you can add on a powder blush, as I did. So what happens with that is it stays longer, and in fact, you know, like through the day, within 6 to 8 hours, what tends to happen is your powder blush can probably come off, but this will still stay. You don't have to keep applying, it's there for such a long time, and you can go through the entire day without having to do like any touch-up. So that's absolutely brilliant according to me. Another thing that I really like about this product, that it's so tiny, it fits into your purse, you can carry it wherever you go, and to top it off, it doesn't even get greasy. I mean, generally when you wear makeup for that long, it does start getting oily and starts looking like really shiny, but this doesn't do that. So that's another thing that I really liked about it. And of course, not to forget that even though it's a tad expensive, it lasts for such a long time because it's so highly pigmented. You just need to probably use like 2 to 3 brush strokes and then apply it on. One more thing, you must have realized that when I was reading the description of the product, it mentioned that you need to put the brush strokes directly on the apple of your cheek and then blend it with your fingers. Don't do that. I tried that. I made such a big mistake. I put those 3 strokes on my cheeks, right here and right here, and in all that time, about 20 to 30 seconds that passed with me putting it on both the cheeks and then keeping the bottle away, and then I started blending it, but the color had set. I could not do anything. It was just not budging, and it looked like 3 creepy lines on my face. Like, I don't know, it was just so bad, and so I had to remove it with makeup remover. I had to kind of try and blend it in with more of the product. So it was such a bad idea, and so I figured out that doing what they say is completely wrong. Don't do that. In fact, what I figured out was I apply the product onto my fingertips and then blend it in, because that is just so much better to do, because it's quicker, and yeah, it kind of does get settled into your fingertips and it might start looking like you're wearing Alta, but you can get rid of it with makeup remover, and it comes off faster, I think, from your fingertips than it does from your cheeks. You know, if you just try it with try removing it with a tissue or something, it's not going to come off. You're going to have to go through the whole process of removing your makeup, which is such a pain, because we generally wear blush after we've already done the foundation application. You've kind of done your contouring and then you're doing the blush, and then it goes all wrong and then you're removing everything and doing it all over again. So that can be very, very annoying. So just take my advice and apply it directly on your fingertips and then blend it in for a more natural finish, for it to settle in better, and for it to look like, you know, it's naturally blended in rather than 3 lines on your face. So moving on to the disadvantages, I realized this product can really dry out your lips, and I already have somewhat like dry lips, especially in this season. So what I did was I used lip balm first, and then I blended it in properly, and then used the Cha Cha Tint, and as you can see, it looked really nice. So do that so you don't dry out your lips too much and don't feel like a weird tingly feeling on your lips. I experienced that the first time, so I've been using the lip balm since then. Also, it can dry out your cheeks too, so general application, follow this basic makeup steps of applying moisturizer first and then doing the base makeup. and yeah, just be careful with that. Other thing I don't like is this nail polish style applicator. I would have really preferred if it was something else that would, you know, make it quicker for me to blend it in with, instead of like putting it on and then going and blending it in. Of course I figured it out and now I directly do it with my fingers, but even then it's just, I mean, I wish there was some other kind of applicator which could make the process a little simpler, since this is such a highly pigmented product. Other than that, I don't really think there's anything wrong with this product. I quite like it otherwise, besides the fact that if you don't blend it in within 5 to 10 seconds, it's gonna look like patches on your face. So that's one thing which obviously does bother me, but if you get a hang of it over time, you'll be really skilled at doing it and you will love the product as much as I do as well. So I'm gonna give this product a rating of 4 out of 5 because I think it's amazing for daily use and I personally love this coral shade. So I hope you've already subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, then please do so already. Come on, yeah. And also click on the bell icon so you can stay up to date with each and every video I post. I know it's not been a lot lately, but I am going to work on that. Fingers crossed. I hope I do. And also I hope you're following me on social media because I'm a lot more regular on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. When I almost forgot, please click the like button if you like this video, and if you think this review is useful, then please do share it as well. Also let me know in the comments below what you thought about it, if you tried the product, if you tried some other tint and it's worked for you. Let me know about that too. I'm always looking forward to reading your messages and comments, and yeah, that's all for today. I'm gonna see you super soon. Until next time.